Welcome to Deep Space Cache, a game where I have to turn my weak little spaceship into an asteroid-destroying machine, obliterating every asteroid in space, all with the goal of getting 100% completion. This might be our easiest game to 100% ever, because of this simple fact. There are only 2 achievements, and we've already gotten ourselves one. You opened the game. But the second achievement might be just a little bit harder, and that is to beat the game, the final cache. But hey, we're already 50% of the way there, so let's jump in. New game. Now, not really sure what's going on in this game. We've got this random smiley bit mine. We have duo mines. We've got some upgrades here. We have a massive skill tree. There's not much for us to do except jump right in and start harvesting. And we just got to destroy some asteroids. As you can see in the top left corner, we have an energy bar that does slowly deplete. Looks like 0.2 per second, which is fine because, you know, we're still getting a pretty decent run in here. And we just got to collect their little bits that they drop. Not sure what they're actually called. Can we get one more? No, we can't. So we got 6 of those. We can upgrade our bit harvester to make 1 bit per minute. And that is now slowly making its way up. So once it reaches the top, we will get the bits. So we have 2 of the green thingies. We need 30 to buy the duo mine, which I'm assuming is just another bit mine. So I think our main thing is just going to be trying to level up this bit harvester just a little bit, and then eventually trying to buy the duo mine. But I'm hoping while we're in our harvesting phase, this will keep going. We'll keep continuously getting bits, and then we can head over to the augments and actually make ourselves a little bit stronger. But there we go, we got 7. We will upgrade this. Can't upgrade that, that's actually quite expensive, but we have gotten our first bit. So let's head over to this augments tab. And what can we increase? We got spawn rate, attack speed, power capacity, and damage. So I think I'm 3 tapping the asteroids right now, and I would really love to drop that down to a 2 times. So let's get 1 level of damage. Oh, that's just ticked over. And because we've upgraded it, it's now plus 2 bits per minute. We've gotten another 2. Let's just get another 10% more damage. Let's just jump back in. We'll harvest and we'll see how much more damage we're actually doing. Okay, well, we're still 3 tapping, but it looks like we are doing more damage on a base hit, which is nice. Sometimes we'll 2 tap, sometimes we might 3 tap, but that's another 7. Let's get more bits per minute. Why not? If we just increase our damage... Oh wait, we're up to here. We increase our damage by a further 20%. Okay, that's jumped up a lot. We actually just 2 tapped that one, which is heaps nice. Right now, we're looking pretty good at hitting a 2 tap. There's our first 3. But that's alright. Most of them are going to be 2 taps, I hope. We need like a couple of hits in the high 20s because it looks like these have 50 health per... We got 1 more extra. We're really close to getting the 9th, but that's alright by me. Let's get this up again. We might get that to level 5 before we start putting some increased speed. So what I want to do then is let's just get another 10%, because hopefully that should now mean we always 2 tap. And then let's also increase our attack speed. But this is looking like a much better run. I definitely think the asteroid spawn rate is going to have to go up. I know I could definitely increase my power capacity, and that would help, but I think I want more things to just be surrounding me so I don't have to travel as far. Let's increase the harvesting speed, so another 5% should make a bit of a difference. Now let's head over here, increase the spawn rate by a lovely, what's that, 30%? Okay, well it seems like they are spawning just a little bit closer than they were before. There's almost always a spare one on the map, which is nice. So I'm thinking we should get around 12 maybe this time, which is quite lovely. Oh, we actually got 13. We've definitely increased just from increasing the spawn rate. Ooh, you know what? We're hitting 10 really easily. Let's save up for the duo mine. I think I want to increase the attack speed a little bit more. Let's also increase the spawn rate a little bit more. So it seems like a lot of this game is just going to be a bit of back and forth, jumping between our harvesting and our upgrading. And there aren't going to be many noticeable differences, at least for now. I still think we need more damage because I definitely want to be able to 2 tap these consistently. I don't like the fact that sometimes we 3 tap. So hopefully 1, maybe 2 damage upgrades should clear that up for us. We only got 12. We just missed out on the last one. And there were so many around us, which is actually kind of upsetting. But there we go, 33. Let's buy the duo mine. Oh, it's a nice little blue color. And they take something else. So while these take green from our regular asteroids, these take blue. So does that mean different asteroids are going to start spawning in now? If that's the case, I kind of regret saving up to buy that, because I feel like we're not even strong enough to take down the greens consistently enough. There we go. We have 8 of our bits. So let's increase this by a further 10%, but we can increase the total bullet shot by 2. So that means we should now be firing 3 bullets at once? Yes, we are. Okay, well, they're all blues, which is actually really nice that they're spawning directly in for us. Oh yeah, we're one-tapping the greens. Okay, well, now I am happy that I went ahead and bought that duo mine. It's rare that, like, a game will give you such a crazy good upgrade so early on. So it kind of has me excited thinking about all the actually good upgrades that we can get in the future. But let's increase that, so we should be getting 4 bits per minute from this one. So you know what, let's put 3 into our power, 1 into the attack speed. Getting some higher asteroid spawn rate will definitely help me find them better, because we still are spending a lot of time searching for where they are. Oh, and it also looks like when I collect bits, we get some more power back. So that's a pretty nice way for us to continue runs just for a little bit longer, while also leveling ourselves up and making us heaps stronger. Let's increase this up to 6. Let's increase this up to 6 as well. I was complaining about the spawn rate. Let's increase that by 15%. Ooh, and now we have power-ups. Unlocks double damage power-ups and unlocks movement bonus power-ups. You know what, let's grab both of those. Let's just increase our power capacity by a further 30%. We have 1 more, so let's increase our attack speed. Alright, well the good thing is we're making plenty of cash now. I would like to destroy the blues a little quicker, not gonna lie. Ooh, but that spawn rates actually seem to do quite a bit. Spawn rate seems like a very good upgrade. I wonder if there's a way though to get increased drops, because I feel like that would be absolutely awesome. The other thing is that combo multiplier that I have. I want to increase that too, because a 1.1, that's not good enough for me. There you go. Okay, we got a 1.2 times now. But we got 19 greens and 16 blues. And something else I noticed, our power drain has increased from 0.2 to 0.5. And I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, let's quickly increase that just before it ticks over. Let's increase that twice, just because we have the money. Let's increase the harvest speed. We have 25 bits already. I feel like we're flying through this skill tree. So let's increase the asteroid spawn rate by a further 20%. I feel like we don't really need to worry about the resource range just yet. Oh, but we can get rotating bullets. Don't know what they do, but that sounds pretty cool. Let's get some levels to increase our power capacity. Let's get some to increase our fire rate. We'll get some more over there. And we've got 8 left, so let's increase their lifetime so we can shoot further. Let's increase the chance to freeze, so sometimes we won't be using any of our fuel. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, but you can also see now around us, oh, I probably shouldn't be moving my mouse. There's little white bullets. Oh, that's a power up. Oh, nice. So we got double damage now. Probably shouldn't be going for the greens on the double damage. Should definitely be more blue focused. One of my biggest issues I'm noticing is actually picking up the resources. I was saying the magnetic range wasn't that big of a deal, but it actually might be. We've got 14 green, 16 blue. We're actually getting more blues than greens, which is weird. But we'll increase both of these by 1 level. Wait for this to tick over, and that'll give us 12 extra bits. So 37 bits for us to work with. I really like the asteroid spawn rate. So I think what I'm going to do is just spread this out just a little bit. Let's try and get some more damage. Let's just get 10% more damage. All right, well, that wasn't great. We got 16 and 14, whatever. We can buy the quad mine though. Ooh, and that's a vibrant red. Considering we're doing okay against the blues, the reds are probably going to be really tough. They should make us quite a lot of money. All right, and I did just let our mines tick over, so we're now up to 63 bits. The asteroid spawn rate is so nice, but I feel like we've done quite a bit of it so far. The magnetism could be really nice. Let's just get the spawn rate. I know I said we've done a lot of it, but it's really just a hard one to pass up. It's really nice. Now we have 17 more bits to spend. And with all those asteroids, oh, make that 38. That just ticked over. I think we need to fire more bullets. Let's just increase our total power capacity by 5%. Now, I'm not really noticing much difference to our power capacity. The one thing I really want to notice is the difference in spawn rate. Oh, there's our first red. This does take a lot of damage just to get one. But we do have a double upgrade here. So let's try and get that into our rotating circle. And what do we get? Double damage, which should definitely help break down this red quicker. And also break down this white. Because if we can pair movement and damage, oh, we'll be unstoppable. Oh, this is feeling good. Mainly just the fact that we're getting reds. We got 4 reds, and that's enough to upgrade our mine. Now, I don't really know what I want to focus on. I guess there really isn't a point in focusing anything, because all of them are going to need upgrades. They all work towards the same goal. The reds are probably the best bet if we want to make some good, quick money. We'll just get a few more of the little stragglers. And that wasn't a bad run. 19 green, 13 blue, 6 reds, which is enough that we can upgrade our quad harvester. So it now gives us 8 bits every minute. So with our 44, I think I want to focus damage again. Ooh, but now we've unlocked critical strikes. Let's go here, and we now have a 30% chance to crit. You know what, let's get a further 10% damage. We'll get 2 spiraling bullets. So that's these yellow things, I'm guessing, because they never existed. I think our main focus is just got to be getting as much as we can. And that was a pretty good run on the greens, not so much on the blues, but not bad on the reds, which gives us another upgrade to our quad harvester. So let's try and get the asteroids upgraded along this path. I think that's about 40% increase in our asteroid spawn rate. You can see those crits, they pop up in the sort of bold text every now and then. They are actually dealing some decent damage. And that was a crazy good run. We got 25 green, 5 blue, which is not great, but 18 reds. We can get 3 levels of our harvester. So that now gives us, what, 24 per tick? And with our 87, oh my god, bits. Let's try and finish out this little path down here. Oh, there's actually so many asteroids here. This is like the Motherload. And the best thing is, we don't even have to hit the greens too often, because this little rotating bullets or whatever that we have, they're dealing so much damage. Yeah, that was good. 32 green, 17 blue, and 11 reds. Let's get another level on that one. Laser beams. Well, something like that's really hard to pass up. So let's get laser beams there. Let's get laser beams there. Oh, we just got hit with a refresh. So we're at 55 now. Let's increase the attack speed on both of these little flanks because they're kind of cheap. Oh, laser beams are just flying across the screen. That's actually so cool. They don't deal a whole lot of damage, but in saying that, it is just extra damage that we don't have to do. So if we get a damage upgrade here, we got 3 reds just to our right. Yes, we actually have 4. Make that 6, but we're gonna go down because I saw more reds down here. And that's 25 greens, 21 blues, and 18 reds for a 1.3 times multiplier. So now with that, we can buy the Octo Mine, and it's kind of hard to say no. Oh my god, and look at that. It's just such a pretty little pink color. Let's spend some more money upgrading these. I think we do need to start putting some more into their harvest speed. But we now have 125 to spend. Homing bullets. Ooh. They were so expensive. Why didn't I check? Increase our rotating bullets by a further 16. So that should double how many rotating bullets we have. But look at the spiral we have around us right now. There are so many bullets just trying to deal damage. Oh, but there's our first pink. Definitely has a lot more health. But if we get it trapped in our little spirals, it doesn't hold up that long. Now, I do feel like we're actually dealing a lot more damage to the reds as well. Not a great run, but we did get 6 pinks, which is just enough to start our Octo Harvester. Lovely homing bullets. I don't know how good that's going to be. And you know what, while we're here, let's also just increase our power capacity. Oh yeah, we fire extra ones. How did I miss that? Yeah, I don't know how good of an upgrade that actually was, but it's probably worth it. I'm feeling extremely weak against these guys. I'm not going to lie. These pinks are taking me for a solid run. Alright, not our best run. We actually dropped down a multiplier too. But over at the mine, let's quickly increase that before it ticks over. Let's increase that. You're going to get more speed. I felt like our power drained really quick, but then again, we weren't dealing enough damage. Let's get more damage there, more damage there. Let's get more damage there too. And with the rest of it, let's put some into our power capacity. We'll put some into the freezing and another 4% power efficiency. I mean, that seems pretty nice. And let's see if that actually makes any difference to how much we're earning in a run. We are up to 100 power, which does seem like a significant increase. Not a bad run, actually. I don't really know how much better or worse it was than the last one, but now we're up to 211 bits. I'm thinking damage. Let's get another 30% on our crits. Let's also increase our spiral bullets So we now have an extra 4 spiral bullets. I think we're dealing an extra 15% damage. We can do asteroid spawn rate by a further 5%. Make that a further 15. Make that a further 20%. 30%. We've got a nice little rainbow of spiral bullets now surrounding us. I don't know how they really deal damage. I feel like these little bullets that are further out are dealing more damage than anything else. Yeah, not a great run again. But we got lots of pinks, and I do think that is the most important at the moment. So we can level that up twice. We're feeling a bit more rich every time we do a run. Let's just max that skill tree out. We're getting pretty close now to maxing out the bottom half of our damage skill tree. We've done it almost fully for the spawn rate. Things are expensive. Definitely not cheap to fully upgrade. But I did wait just a second. We have 94 now, so I did just want to go over here, because this was really annoying me, seeing that these were so close to being completed. I am liking the colors in this game. It's nice and bright. I feel like there's lots going on. I feel like that pickup range also made quite a difference, which is lovely to see. And this double damage actually just makes me feel like I can take on the pinks with relative ease. We got big patches of stuff here. I don't even have to focus on the whites now, and they pretty much get destroyed just by me passively being in the area. And that was a very good run. That has to go down as our best run so far. And now we're at 286. I feel like the increase to the spawn rate made such a big difference. So while these are still cheap, let's work on getting that. We've also just unlocked ability reload power up and attack speed power up, which is quite nice. Look at that. Our asteroid spawn rate is going quickly. Let's increase the attack speed by 20%. We'll also focus on getting the damage boost from you. Oh, we got attack speed. Oh my god. Once all these abilities start ticking up, we do a lot. We haven't even got the damage boost. I guess the attack speed boost sort of makes up for that. But we just had the ability reload. We had the attack speed. We had the movement. And I was feeling like we were destroying everything. We got another 2 here. If we can get some damage. Oh, damage and attack speed. Look how quickly we're shredding through the pinks now. But that was a crazy good run. Oh my god. Let's buy the HD mine. And I mean, the asteroid spawn rate did so much for us. It feels wrong not to put just a little bit more into maxing that out. And we have unlocked crit chance power up. Now with our extra 50, oh my god, look at the left, no, right? Yeah, right hand side of the screen. That is a lot of potential upgrades. So that is our new HD asteroid. Takes a while to kill, which is now making me think that these white asteroids to give us extra abilities is definitely going to be worth it. I mean, just look at how quickly we tore through everything that isn't pink or HD. Can we get some attack speed from you nice and quick so we can destroy this guy? No, we can't. But we did get movement and damage again. Oh, but we ran out of power. Okay, not our best run. I think the focus on the HD bits held us back a little. And now with our 289, let's get more pickup range. More pickup range. Dude, we've almost finished our asteroid skill tree. Now, I think what we need to focus on next is damage. So let's just get the homing bullets maxed out. Yeah, this is definitely making a difference. All these asteroids spawning in, they're just constantly everywhere. I just like the dopamine rush of getting like instantaneous results, you know? I feel like I'm a simple man and that's just not too much of an expectation. But now with our double damage, I will go ahead and farm this up. There we go. That was a pretty bad run, but we got what we needed to start the HD harvester and get us 16 bits. I think a lot of our runs are ending early because we don't have that power capacity. So let's just bring one of these the whole way around. And we still have 130. These are pretty cheap. So let's get the power efficiency up by a further 2%. Oh wow, our power went up from like 100 to 400. We're going to be in these runs for so much longer now. That's awesome. But I think what I need to focus on at the start of every run is getting these power up asteroids, because they're just so worth it. Like double attack speed, movement bonus. We're already flying through. Oh, we got max crit chance, which is awesome. So now every shot's a crit. Pairing crit chance with damage would actually be insane. Damage is sadly the only one we haven't gotten on this run yet. But that was a much better round than I thought, to be honest. We managed to get 10 of the HDs and 1.5 multiplier. So what can we put that into? Let's level that up twice, level that up once. So what I want to do then is try and work on maxing out this skill tree. I don't even know what we're getting at this point, but we're just going so far. So now we're really close to maxing out our asteroid spawn rate and our power. And I know they're probably not the first choice that I would normally go for. I'll be completely honest, I'll be the first to say that. But they're the cheapest. So it's really hard for me to say no. It's the best return on investment. In saying that, I do think I want to put some more into my attack speed and damage the next few times around. Alright, there we go. That was a pretty good run. It went on for pretty long because I didn't realize we have 1,400 power now. We are finally past 1,000 bits. And I think that's all gotta go straight in to our attack speed. So now that's coming along pretty nicely. Let's get more attack speed decrease. So already our base attack speed has jumped up so much. It's basically like we're running a double attack speed now. Now, I think my biggest problem is I haven't actually been reading what a lot of these do. I've sort of just been jumping straight in and figuring it out for myself. But as you can tell, we're definitely firing things more often. Not just our regular ones, but our homing missiles are going kind of crazy. Oh, and with that double attack speed, we actually start to melt the HD mine stuff. The HD asteroids, I should say. But I do think I'm focusing too much on these HD asteroids. Because a lot of the time, I can just be flying around, not even focusing on what I'm doing. And getting so many little bits. Like, you can just hear it in the background ticking over a lot. But sadly, we haven't had much luck in terms of getting good power-up asteroids. That was a pretty good run. We made a lot of reds, decent amount of pinks, and a decent amount of the HDs. It's so nice actually having multiple mines. I kind of forgot we can buy the Trio mine, I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't really realize how nice it would be having them all tick over slowly. So with our 1,300, I think we need to focus a little more on damage. That was so expensive. I really would like another upgrade of total bullet shot, but that doesn't look like something we're going to be able to get. Let's jump back into harvesting. And I really, at some point, want to focus on getting so many power-up asteroids that I have one of each power-up going. Oh, we've got so many. And this movement speed bonus is awesome. Look at us picking up everything. Oh, we're actually overpowered right now. So the only thing we don't have is the ability reload. And to be fair, that's the one I don't care about. Look how fast we're going. We're absolutely tearing through everything. Dude, we're just destroying everything. It's just like completely eviscerating. We haven't even lost that much power yet. Like, look, we're still pretty much at 1,000. It is going to start to jump, like I said before, very quickly. It's an exponential drop in speed, but this has just been a generational run. Look at that. 88, 125, 102, 31, and 27. So let's buy the Trio mine. Let's increase that. I think that was 3 levels. 1 level of the Octa, 2 levels of the Quad, 2 levels of the Duo, 1 level of the Bit. We can also level up a little bit more speed. Already back up to 1,300. Is it worth just trying to get... Oh, that gets so expensive. I really wanted to work towards the end of this powerful vision, because I don't know what it is. Just by doing this, we've increased our magnetic range by a whole bunch. And that's a pretty important upgrade for us, because when we start flying across the map, we need pretty good pickup range. Already, we've got movement speed and pickup range. We've got a lot of little things spawning in this area. Reload. We do need the damage or attack speed because it actually takes quite a while to destroy even these power-up asteroids. There we go. That's the damage upgrade we were after. That is a lovely one to get. Just look at everything disappear. I do think we need this. I think this is for our Trier, just based on how long it's taking to destroy. So we'll get a few of those. Alright, well, I attempted to fly around and find some more power-ups, but we got really unlucky with our power-up compared to the last few rounds. But with that, we can actually upgrade the Trier Harvester and buy the Tetra mine, which is our final mine. What? I did not know this moved around. Let's head over to the augments. We have 1,900. Let's just go and balance this out. We're so close to maxing out this skill tree. I'm assuming that the final achievement of completing the game comes from when we get the last bits on each part of the tree. And there we go. That's our first Tetra. This thing is going to take so long to kill, especially because I wasn't able to find any of the power-up asteroids along the way. There we go. That's been collected. We should get a few more of these because I definitely want to increase that speed of the mine. Okay, but now my main goal is going to be finding more of these little friends because they're going to help us out a whole bunch. But I really just can't say no to these Tetras because they're going to give us so much in the future. We did not get much that run. But the 3 is enough to get us the Tetra Harvester. So now every time that goes, that's 64 bits. I still think we need more damage. It's really hard to say no to more damage. So let's get another 20%, make that 30%, and let's get 100% chance for Frenzy Bullets to spawn. It pretty much perfectly caps out our bits. I don't know what Frenzy Bullets are. I don't know what Frenzy Bullets do. Oh, if that was Frenzy Bullets, that looked pretty sick. They just fly everywhere across the screen. Yes, an attack speed bonus. Movement bonus is nice because look how quickly we can just clear everything out. We've got damage, we've got attack speed. We've got movement, and we've got the I think that's ability reload timer. So this Tetra should be going down significantly quicker than the one before. And yeah, that definitely made a massive difference. This is feeling like a much better run. We're definitely not going for as many Tetras, which is fine. We don't really need them right now, although it would be really nice to upgrade that. I think we just need to focus on getting what we can, where we can, getting upgrades, and maybe increase my attack speed? No, but we got max damage, max crit, so we should be dealing some decent damage to this guy. Alright, well the damage wore off, but we still got a pretty easy kill. Definitely want to focus on getting some triers too, because we've left them a little bit underappreciated. You know what, let's focus on getting this Tetra. I know I said I wasn't going to, but there's so many here. We actually might be able to get this double. Oh, now that our attack speed's worn off, maybe not. Alright, that's one Tetra. Oh, we're actually so close. Oh no, we're gonna run out of time. It broke right at the end. But we can increase that. So now we're getting 128 bits per minute. We can increase that. So we're getting 96 bits per minute. Now damage still felt like it was quite painful. But I think my main focus here, I want to do attack speed. So most of those are just plain, except for the decreased spiral reloads by 10%. And now I think we'll break a few here, but we'll just go on a bit of a run trying to get some more power-ups now because I'm feeling weak again. There we go. We got damage, crit, and attack speed bonus. This Tetra should actually go down so quick. I just want to make sure I'm close enough that I'm dealing good damage, but I'm not missing too many bullets. And there we go. It's been taken down. The damage definitely felt better there. But the temptation here to finish out one of these is huge, but I don't think it's worth. But I do think I want to go with the damage. Let's increase total homing bullets. Let's increase the damage to asteroids by 40%. Let's increase the laser beams. And I mean, that's just a lot more damage. And you can very clearly see there is a lot more going on this screen. With the double damage and double attack speed to start us off, oh, we're looking good. We are looking very, very good. Like, look at that. That was a HD. Instantly destroyed. And that was pretty quick on the trier there as well. But we've already done a lot of damage to a lot of things. Magnetic range. Let's quickly pick that one up. And that's perfect. That's giving us our attack speed back. Boom. That's a Tetra. It's already dead. That was so quick. I love incremental games like this where, you know, you make small little changes and they just make such a big difference. Obviously, in this one, there is the aspect of luck with the power-ups and getting what you want, but it still feels so rewarding knowing that I've increased in strength so much from when I first started. 3,700 bits. We're getting close to finishing off our damage too. How much does this cost? Magnetic range. We'll get one level of that and we'll sit here and wait for this one. Done already. I am at a point where I'm wondering, is it worth even bothering doing more runs, or can I just leave these guys on their own? And it is worth, because I can get it done much quicker. I don't think there's going to be many differences in these runs, so I'm just going to do a whole bunch of runs back to back to back and see how many bits we can get by the end of it. Alright, we only needed one run because, I mean, look at that. 195, 177, 182, 84, 46, 25, 21. That was absolutely insane. We're up to 5,000 bits. So let's come over to here. Let's get another 20% damage. Let's increase our laser beams. Let's get another 10% and another 10% and increase our laser beams again. I'm going for the damage one now because it is the most expensive overall and we're closing in. I mean, just look how close we are. But these are 320 each for the power efficiency. We're getting so close to finishing things out. Let's jump in for another run. We'll do some harvesting. Hopefully it will go as well as that one. But we just have to wait and see. I mean, just look at the screen right now. I've only just started, but there is just stuff flying everywhere. We've pretty much already maxed out every upgrade. You can't even see things on the screen. Like, look at that. That Tetra, that thing used to take us like a minute to kill. It's gone in an instant. I'm sort of just trusting. Like, I flew right past that Tetra and we still got it. Yeah, we are looking very, very good on this run. Alright, and after an insane run of literally just flying past everything, I mean, just take a look for yourself at everything we made. We made 34 Tetras. Like, we're so stacked. That was 3 levels on Tetra. We're up to 7,000, and that's soon to jump up to, yeah, 8,000. So quickly. We have no other option but to spend all of our money on here getting bullet lifetime increase, attack speed, and frenzy reload time. We can buy more attack speed, and more bullet lifetime, which just means they're going to fly across the map. Look how close we are. We are so, so close. Now, I have a feeling I could sit back and relax and just let this all happen naturally. But I kind of want to see how much stronger I am after all those upgrades. I mean, yeah, look at our base attack speed, man. Like, bro, that's actually nuts. We were struggling to destroy a basic asteroid at the start. Now we're just flying past things without a care in the world. We don't even have a power up yet. Just absolutely decimated. But now we get attack speed and damage boost, and he's gone. Alright, and that was just another crazy round. Honestly, towards the whole second half, I couldn't find a single power up, and we still managed to do that well. I'm just absolutely mind blown. But let's get more bits there, more bits there, more bits there, more bits there, more bits, more bits, more bits. But let's decrease the frenzy reload. Let's increase the attack speed, decrease the frenzy reload, increase the attack speed, and just do the same over this side. We're gonna try and get everything one level away. This might take some time. I feel like now we're at a point we can just wait. So I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna go get a drink, and come back to you guys when we have enough bits. Alright, and we've officially maxed out our skill tree, except for each one of these, the last bits. They take a total of 10,000 bits, but you know, I wasn't gonna wait for us to get that, because just in case we can't test out our fully maxed out ship, I wanted to jump in, do one more round, try and get every power up and just see how overpowered we actually are. And I mean, just look, without the power-ups, how crazy everything's going. Like, we're killing things off the screen. But I'll be back in a second once I get every single power-up. Alright, and there we go. That's every power-up. We are practically invincible. I'm just walking in a straight line. And we're picking up everything. Like, even the Tetras don't stand a chance. So yeah, we are super overpowered. We've basically lost, like, none of our power as well. Like, every time we move around, we're picking up more power than we're losing. So I think that's a good time to recall. And we have done it. We've hit over 10,000. So let's buy each level of the last bit. Oh, wait, there's more. There are more hidden bits. That is the final cache. Everyone's a star. The final cache is for you. The final cache, everywhere you are. And the final cache, every day's the move. And there we go. That is our last, and actually second and last achievement. And we have completed Deep Space Cache. But there we go. Beat the game. We've actually done it. That is definitely going to be the smallest amount of achievements needed for a run. But that was a brilliant game. If you guys want to play it, it'll be down in the description. And I highly recommend you check it out.